Oh, hey, you came back. Thank you. Welcome to our second episode of We're Literally Just Talking. I am your host, Amanda, and I have strong opinions for someone who Googles everything. With me today is my wonderful fiance, Nikki, who has never told me no. Say hi, Nikki.
Hi.
We are back again with our second episode of our new podcast. We are so happy to have you here with us. Nikki, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, I do.
Ready?
Let's
pregame. All right, let's get into it. Are you ready? Because I have a good one for you today.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're a villain, what is your getaway vehicle? But you can't pick something normal. Like, you can't say a car, can't be an airplane. That's normal. A train, no. Nothing like that. Like, what are you, like, you just committed a crime. You run out of wherever you committed the crime and you hop into or on what?
A Segway.
Oh,
Like a really fast one.
you're Paul Blart?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was a good one. Okay, so you hop on your Segway and it's a very fast Segway. Is it like decked out? Like, does it have like flames shooting out of it? It's like,
No.
it's just a regular old Paul Blart mall cop Segway.
Yeah. It's really fast.
So you just robbed a bank. You are your little villainous self. You run outside and your Segway's just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you expect it to be. What if
Mhm.
someone stole your Segway while you're robbing the bank?
But I guess I'm going to jail.
That's so funny. That was a good one, Nikki. Do you imagine yourself like on your Segway all cool, or are you doing the like intense Segway lean? Like where you're like,
I mean, probably just,
like, are you cool on your Segway, or are you doing the mall cop lean?
yeah.
You are?
Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm going really fast.
Oh, so you really need to lean into it so that you
Mhm.
can get optimal speed.
Yeah.
Okay. Like when you're zooming away, is there like a theme song playing in your head or otherwise?
No.
You don't have a villainous theme song? Like, have you ever been in the car and you're like just driving down and you're like imagining like a theme song to your life that would be like in a movie? It would have to be Nickelback of some sort. I mean, I guess it could be Animals. Animals is pretty.
Yeah.
We always end up talking about Nickelback. On your little Segway getaway, are you wearing a helmet or are you more like reckless abandonment?
Well, there's no time for a helmet. So.
What do you mean there's always time for safety, Nikki? You're not going to wear a helmet? What if you crash?
Where am I going to get a helmet from?
Well, maybe you just have to wear it while you're committing crimes.
Yeah.
Be the helmeted bandit. I wonder what your helmet could have like a mohawk on it. You remember
Like
when
a
the
motorcycle one?
Yeah, the kids used to have helmets with
Mhm.
light up mohawks on them.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you wipe out during your getaway, are you getting back up or are you like doing the Family Guy thing where you're on the ground like,
Well, yeah, because I'm going really fast.
Oh,
So I'll
yeah,
probably just
yeah.
be hurt.
You'll be really hurt
Yeah.
on a Segway.
Yeah.
You probably need some knee pads and elbow pads.
Yeah.
If you're wearing like your safety gear to commit crimes and then hopping on your Segway to get away, I would call you Paddington.
Mm-hmm.
The Paddington peril. I don't know. Oh my God. And if you're doing the Segway lean, you could be the leaning lawbreaker.
Yeah.
Okay, does your Segway have like at least a basket to put your goods in?
No.
No, you're just raw dogging it on your back?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what if you had like a villainous sidekick? Would your Segway have like a sidecar or would they have to run to keep up with you? Or do they also have a Segway?
They probably fly.
You think so? You would, in your imaginary world where you're a villain, you would have to use a Segway to get away, but your sidekick would fly.
Yeah.
How is that fair?
Like a bird.
It's not like another supervillain. It's an animal.
Yeah.
What good is a bird gonna be for committing crimes?
They could hold my goods.
So is it a big bird?
Yeah. Like one of those ones with the long legs.
Which ones have long legs that fly?
Like in the water.
Oh, like an what is that, an egret? You could do a pelican and they could carry it in their mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And
Like
then it'd be like, open up, babe. And you just take all your goods out. Okay, I can see where you're going. So you are the leaning lawbreaker, and your sidekick's a pelican that carries your goods in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on that note, I think you can see where today's show is going. So why don't we just jump straight into telling you our topic of discussion today? Today we will be talking about everyday real life villains. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes, right?
Right.
We are calling today's episode somewhere between character development and becoming the villain.
Again with the laugh track.
Hey, it fit the vibe. Such minor things can make people a villain in my story. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
For example, we play a lot of games, don't we?
Yeah.
Card games, board games, some video games, mostly Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
Our whole family usually participates, and we often make our friends play too, sometimes against their will. And we get very competitive.
Yeah.
We have been very villainous in our games over the years. You know what? Let's introduce our next reoccurring segment. All right, help me pick a name, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I am between Dice Dice Baby, Get Played, or Somebody's Gonna Flip a Table. Which one do you like?
Dice, dice, baby.
That's a good one. Dice Dice Baby. Dung, 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 dung. Okay, so introducing Dice Dice Baby. Since Nikki and I are always looking for new games to play and try, we figured we could share the ones we have found or that have been shared with us with you guys. We actually just discovered one that will do really good with this episode, I think. So I have an Amazon wish list that can probably reach from Maryland to California. A lot of what's on it is games. And I usually share it with people who want to buy me like a holiday or a birthday gift. It's just easier because it's the longest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And it has everything you can imagine on it. It's anyway, my part-time job bestie got me a new game for my list for my birthday, and we just got the chance to play it the other day for the first time. I am sure most of you have heard of the board game Clue. If you haven't, the premise is to solve a murder in a mansion. You have to figure out who did it, where they did it, and which weapon they used. The first person who does wins. And well, they made a card game version, which is one, faster, and two, travel friendly and convenient.
Mm-hmm.
So you each start with a stack of copies of the evidence cards, 3 of the actual evidence cards, randomly selected, a person, place, and weapon. Those get put in the middle, face down as the crime. Nobody looks at those. Then you get however many actual evidence cards the game calls for with how many people you're playing with. So for example, we played with 4 people. 3 evidence cards went in the middle. 1 got flipped face up for everyone to see, and then we each had 2 in our hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You keep all your cards a secret, like not any of your cards you show to anybody else. And you can eliminate from your stack the cards that match the evidence cards you were given and the one in the middle of the table, if applicable. Because you know if they're in your hand, they're not under the crime, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So you take them out of the stack in your hand, and like that's your like elimination pile or whatever. To start the game, you're going to ask the person to your left if they have 2 of the items in your duplicate stack. And if they have one of the items you asked about in their evidence, they show you in secret and you can eliminate that as one of the crime cards. Do you see what I'm saying? Where it gets fun too is that you could trick people playing by asking for something in your own hand. Or if you have both of the cards they ask for, you could choose which one you show them. And the other night we played with Abel, who is 11. And I did that. I was like, well, I have the knife and Professor Plum in my hand, so I'm going to ask somebody else if they have Professor Plum. And when everyone but Abel figured out what I was doing, I heard, there are children playing this game, Amanda. Like I was doing something wrong. I was just playing the game. In this game, you definitely have to pay attention and listen because some of the questions other people ask could help you based on what's in your hand and what you've already seen in the other people's hand. And then when it's your turn, if you think you know the crime, you can make an accusation. If you get it wrong, you're out. If you get it right, winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's definitely quick, fun, and easy. And I think it's like, what, $6 on Amazon? Probably not much more or less in an actual store. Pick it up. Let us know what you think. I'll link it on our social media for you. And we're going to take a quick break. I really do love villain arcs. Like, not a villain born of tragic backstories or like a toxic waste accident, a black fly in your Chardonnay, or a 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. I'm talking like small inconveniences or minor injustices that can or maybe did make you the main character in your own villain origin story. There's a lot of small inconveniences that piss me off that like would really make me into a villain. Maybe even temporarily. Like some things do make me into a villain temporarily. For example, there's a grocery store down the street from us, and it really pisses me off when people don't put their carts back. Specifically because the dude that puts the carts back there is like just so nice and just does his job. And I'm just like, why would you do that to that kid?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know who's putting your cart back and who you're affecting by this. If he's got to go chase a cart down, that's mean. And then at this particular grocery store, there's a fire lane, and people, instead of just parking like a space or two over, they will literally park in the fire lane on the side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why are you entitled to park there?
Right.
What gives you the right to be able to be closer than anybody else?
Right.
Get a handicap placard and park in a handicap spot.
It's too far for them.
Oh my God. It's truly mind-blowing how many people park in that fire lane.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a problem in our neighborhood that they talk about it in our neighborhood site.
Yeah.
Another thing that pisses you off specifically, and probably for temporarily does contribute to your villain arc, are bicyclists.
Yeah.
You don't mind them for transportation. You mind them when they're just like fun.
Yeah, like when they're going down a road with no
bicycle lane.
Yeah.
And why does that piss you off specifically?
Because I'm driving. Like, get out of my way.
Literally. I've been in the car with you when we've been behind a line of bicycles, and it is not a pretty sight. Sometimes I really do get worried you're going to commit a crime.
Maybe.
And one of the things that pisses me off is self-checkout. Like, how mad do I get when we have to use a self-checkout?
Like, pissed.
Because why am I doing your job?
I
Why?
love a self-checkout.
I know you do, and I hate it, but you don't like to talk to people. But the thing about it is you don't have to talk to your cashier outside of like, hi, hello. They don't want to talk to you either.
Yeah.
They just want to do their job. Think about it this way. First of all, there's like the social aspect of it where you're replacing real people with robots, essentially, and you're cutting jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Also, think about the amount of times that you've been in a Walmart and they have 32 registers, none of them open except for the self-checkout.
Yeah.
Why do you have all those?
Yeah.
Use some of them, especially because self-checkout is so inconvenient for big orders.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're forced to use it because the lines for the 2 or 3 checkout lines that are run by a person that are open, like you have to wait there forever. And if you're in a rush, which we're not really ever in a rush, but it's just, I don't want to use a self-checkout, okay? It shouldn't matter why. I don't get paid to scan my own groceries.
Yeah. That's why you steal.
Nikki, do you steal?
From Walmart, yeah.
Oh my God, don't admit that on the air. And then something I learned about you when we started dating.
Mhm.
Actually, it was when we became friends that I learned this about you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you would get so offended. And I don't know if it's like a generational thing. I say K.
Yeah, you do.
I like to respond to texts with K. And I don't mean any offense by it.
But it is offensive.
To you, well, I guess to a lot of people I'm learning. But also, there's 2 sides to it. You either are offended by the word K or you're not offended by the word K. There's no in between.
Mm-hmm.
And you would like literally send me ... back
Yeah.
and be like, did you just say K to me?
Yeah.
And I know you're like on the other side of the phone, like raging, like shaking. Specifically when I'm wearing my glasses and my glasses are fogging up, it's like the worst thing in the entire world. Because why am I just not able to see? The mask era literally made me want to just be blind. Because I didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a mask. I can't see. What's the point of being here? Just fogging up my glasses with my hot ass breath. Or like if I'm exercising in my glasses, like I have to be very specific when I'm wearing my glasses because of them fogging up, because I will go postal.
Yeah.
I do think that I have a few memories that really could have shaped me into a villain, if I'm being honest.
Like what?
Well, first of all, people really need to remember that things that might not be a big deal to them could leave a lasting mark on someone else. Like, nobody sat down and thought, hey, Maybe if Mr. Incredible would have just, not ignored Buddy that one time, he may not have become cuckoo and turned into Syndrome. Or maybe Sid's parents should have paid a teeny bit more attention to Homeboy and he wouldn't have been nuking toys in the backyard. I don't know. I just think as a whole, the world could be more forward thinking about actions having consequences or try to have a little bit more empathy.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, back to this. A lot has stuck with me that could have very well turned me into a villain, and it's a wonder that I am not a villain. One of the things my mom used to tell me that stuck with me was, this whole room does not need to know you. Because I was a loud child, I was outgoing, and I was boisterous. I still am. It's just who I am. Here we are, loud, outgoing, boisterous, and a yapper, proving it by this podcast. But that really did stick with me, and it really influenced some of my insecurities because while I am still loud and outgoing, I tend to overthink situations after the fact. And you've heard me do this. Was I too much? Do they hate me for being me? Maybe they think I'm annoying, like, et cetera, you know? And if I was a villain from that arc, I'd imagine I'd be like the siren. And I'd only use my voice to kill.
You've got to stop.
Never. Another example I have is when I was in elementary school and I'm allergic to peanut butter and all nuts. Really.
Grow up.
You know what, Nikki? Anyway, these days I don't even think kids are allowed to take peanut products to school. Like, I think they have to do Wow Butter, or like if they do, they have to sit at another table or something because of nut allergies being so prevalent. Well, when I was in school, it was the opposite. I had to sit at a separate table as an allergy kid. And there was this girl, and she was awful. And I remember her name, and I remember her name because you think it's hilarious that I remember, like, people's names from my past like that, like full government names.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, though. But she was awful. She was a bully through and through. But anyway, she laughed at me one day, and she did what mean girls do, and she just made me feel like shit about something out of my control. A fucking nut allergy. You're going to make someone... I mean, you just did it, but like, you're not going to actually sit here and make me feel bad for having a nut allergy because what the fuck? And of course I cry and I get upset. And that one may have pushed me over the edge had it not been for the fact that my mom was actually a lunch lady. And she heard it happen when it happened. And she went freaking ham on this girl. I'm not saying that's right, but thanks for having my back, my mom. She made this bully cry as well. And then... she did get fired for it. But had she not stuck up for me, I might have become some weird villain who's like, kryptonite is nuts. And my weapon is like a bedazzled EpiPen. But I mean, I could go on for days on this topic because people be doing other people dirty. A fun thing we did, we set up our social media this week, right? And then we asked our followers on Facebook and Instagram, which, by the way, follow us, what they may have considered their own personal villain arcs in life. And we got some various answers between minor inconveniences and things that just like blew my mind. So Hannah wrote us and said, one time I ordered wings and 9 out of the 10 of them were drums. And here I am, still the good guy. And honestly... I'm kind of amazed that she is because that would have sent me over the edge. I hate a drum. All flats here, baby. Well, she went on to comment that had happened 8 years ago and she's still not over it. An anonymous follower told me while she was actively giving birth to her and her husband's child, okay, her husband was in the bathroom of the hospital hiding and texting his mistress.
Ew.
Exactly. And this last story I want to mention here is Rachel. Rachel is a very good friend of mine, and I almost forgot about this until she commented about it. Rachel found out that her mom was sleeping with her high school best friend. Who the fuck does that? She felt as though her friend was pulling away from her, and she vented to her own mother about it, who then admitted that she was sleeping with said friend.
That's crazy. She probably pulled away so she wouldn't get her ass beat.
I mean, honestly. Not all situations, but some. I do have to give people some leeway because there are a lot of people out there who don't even know they're contributing to someone's villain arc or think that they are completely in the right.
Not Rachel's mom.
That's for damn sure. I mean, I very well could have contributed to people's villain arcs and not even realized it. But don't tell me if I did because I'll cry. And a great example of this is a subreddit, Am I the Asshole? Have you heard of those posts before?
No.
Okay, so am I the asshole are stories from people where they're like, here's a story that happened. This person might have called me an asshole. I don't know if I'm really the asshole. Can you tell me if I'm the asshole? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the people in the subreddit, the Redditors, are like, yes, you're the asshole. No, you're not an asshole. Or nobody's the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll read a few to you. Am I the asshole? Wife is upset I cannot keep the toddler from her. Some context here. Wife is a full-time student. I work full-time and we have an 8-year-old and a 2-year-old. My wife is upset with me as I cannot keep our toddler from her while she is studying upstairs in our room. First of all, why? Why can't you?
Yeah.
It's a toddler. I'm already thinking this guy's the asshole, but I'm not even 2 sentences in.
Put up a gate.
Literally. I work 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. I pick the children up from daycare and school, and most nights handle all the routine, including bedtime, while my wife studies. The issue is that our 2-year-old will scream for mommy. She is creative enough to ask for the potty upstairs or to get a toy from her room. Once she's upstairs, she screams and bangs on mommy's door until I peel her away. The contention comes from the fact my wife could study at her mom's 5 minutes down the road or remain on campus and study there, but she chooses to always study at home. Okay, asshole.
Yeah.
It's her house. She has the right to study at home
Mm-hmm.
in the comfort of her home.
Yeah.
Why am I going to go to my mother's house? I'm probably going to get distracted at my mother's house.
Exactly.
And why do I have to go to campus? I don't want to be at campus. I don't like this guy already. I am stressed with the fact my toddler will constantly scream for my wife when she knows she's home. But when my wife isn't home, she understands that and she is much less fussy. Am I the asshole for telling my... Am I the asshole for telling my wife she needs to study away from the house when she's inaccessible?
Yes.
Absolutely. You are the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife needs to study. It's your child.
Yeah.
You can't say that like you're annoyed that you go distract your child. Why don't you take your child out of the house?
Yeah.
Play with your child. Like, what is happening? That's horrible. What an asshole. Okay, let's see this one. Am I the asshole? Got into an argument with my 16-year-old about a show they like. Hi, I'm trying to figure out if I'm in the wrong here. If so, how do I go about fixing this? Okay, so at least if they're the asshole, they want to take accountability and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them points for that. I was watching a show in the living room when my 16-year-old came in and asked what I was watching. They said they had a show recommendation. While I was queuing it up, they told me that the opening 2 scenes were basically the best ever. And as the show started, they talked through it, pointing stuff out that they thought was cool. We got through the scenes and they had me pause the show. They asked me my thoughts. I said I didn't really have any original thoughts to share. They asked why, and I said because I didn't really get to analyze the show and watch it for myself because they told me everything about it before I could. My kid got annoyed and left the room, going down the hallway saying, "You could have at least pretended you cared." I responded, "I wanted to care, and I would have. It seemed like a cool opening to a show to experience." They went to their room and shut the door. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yes, because you're the adult and they're the child and they got excited to share something with you.
Right.
Just pretend, even if you feel that way, it's your kid.
Yeah. Then go rewatch it later.
Right. Like, you don't have to be a dick. Like, you could have said anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You could have said, "I really like your take on this.
Yeah.
It's really interesting how you feel about this." You're acting like the child. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
But you should fix it like you said you wanted to. Okay, we have time for one more segment here, so let's bring back Between Us, Babe. A segment we still aren't sure how to describe, but it fits the vibe, so come on the ride. Anyway, Nikki, who do you think is more likely to be the villain between the two of us?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Something about you.
I think you're meaner than me.
Yeah, probably.
You're probably more violent than me.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be
100%.
like, you'd be like brute force, beat the shit out of someone. Like, you'd be like a gangster in a dark alleyway, beating
Mhm.
people up. And I'd be like,
Yeah.
like, I'd be like making,
Evil villain.
yeah, I'd be like making traps and shit.
Yeah.
Would you have henchmen or would you just be a solo villain?
I think it'd be a solo.
I think I would have henchmen.
Yeah, I think you would need them
Why?
to do your plans.
Like my bidding?
Yeah.
Oh, I do like bossing people around.
Yeah.
Like, you do this and you do this and you villainize this person.
Because your plans would involve, like, more than just you.
Yeah, they would be very, like, in depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would. What would you say, like, if I was a villain, what would my weakness be? Like, my kryptonite?
I mean, you're blind.
I am blind. So oh my God, I would be like Velma, and it'd be like, I'm a villain, but I always lose my glasses.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, wait, pause, my glasses. Yours would be like, you'd have to make a monologue for why you were villainizing someone, because that's just what villains do. And you'd be like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
And then you just give up the bit and not be a villain.
And then I wouldn't.
Hop on your Segway and leave.
Yeah. Start doing good deeds.
Oh my God, on your Segway. Okay, if you got arrested as a villain, are you panicking or are you talking your way out of it?
I think I would escape.
You would?
Yeah.
Like, would you escape like ninja style, like whoop, 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 or
Yeah.
like you would? I would
Like dig a tunnel.
Oh my God, I could see that.
Yeah.
I think I would be like talking my way out of it.
Yeah.
I'd like be a smooth talking villain.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd be the type of villain you love to hate.
Yeah.
Like where you're like rooting for the villain, but you shouldn't be.
Mhm.
Like, you know that show You?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you catch yourself liking Joe and you're like, no!
Yeah.
Don't like that guy. He's bad.
Right.
What if we teamed up as villains? Do you think we'd be successful? Like a successful villain duo?
Probably.
I think we'd be a funny, dynamic villain duo.
Mhm.
Like, you'd be like, Amanda, like, come on. Like, my ADHD would get like the best of me.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, can we just beat the fuck out of this person and leave?
And you lose your glasses one too many times.
Like, can you just get contacts already, Amanda? Oh my God, that's so funny. I do have to say, I'm having such a good time hanging out and creating this with you.
Yeah.
It's like date night.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Love you.
I love you. We would love to thank everyone listening for tuning in, and we would love for you to join us again next time as well. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know at WLJTpodcast@gmail.com or message us on one of our social media pages at WLJT Podcast across all platforms. While you're there, give us a follow, help us out with some engagement. We will be posting questions and polls relating to our show periodically, and we would love to feature some of your ideas and all that jazz. Special thanks to my friends who consistently help me make this show even better each time I record to deliver you with only the highest quality nonsense. And thank you, Nikki, for putting up with my hyperfixations every day of your life. I love you, I love you, I love you. We hope to have you next time to join us while
We're literally just talking.